that
because
at all.
it's like what Miracle mentioned earlier, they banned all that Estes and Rafaela, but they're not afraid, guys. They're not afraid.
But let's get straight into the predictions, guys. We have both of the drafts ready right here. Let's start with you, Aether. Now, EVOS Singapore, with their Aldous, no healing supports or Nightmare.
I'm gonna have to go for EVOS Singapore still.
Okay.
Just because I have faith in Kuvra being able to hinder the mobility of Link.
All right, what about you, Goni?
Personally, for game number 1, composition-wise, I'm leaning towards Nightmare.
Right. You're absolutely right. It's going to be 1-1 in the predictions as we get straight into the Land of Dawn for our final match today. Nightmare Esports takes on EVOS Singapore. Here we go.
Let's go straight into game number 1, guys. Again, EVOS Singapore against Nightmare. We have Jasmine, we have Pokemon, we have all the really strong lineup here, but we're gonna see just how they will fare in today's match.
Yeah, for sure. I will have to be the tiebreaker right now. I like Nightmare Esports' composition better. They have the good early game, they have the late game insurance, they have the Lunox and also
Alice.
Yeah, the Alice. They also have a good mid game. So I really like the composition for Nightmare, and I think EVOS Singapore, they're just leaning too much on that late game with their composition, with the Aldous and obviously the Harith.
Yeah, you're completely right. I mean, Harith is also very he kind of lacks in the early game. I mean, he needs to wait for his items to build. So you're right. I think EVOS Singapore here really needs to try to put this straight into the late game and try to buy time. But as you can see here, we can already see pressure on the top lane as Blue seems to be in trouble.
Yeah, the Jeet Kudo will land. Now Soul got in a bad situation, still able to run away as Potato follows it up right here with the Aldous. Not enough damage though, because it is an early game Potato. It is an early game Aldous. But guys, I do want to mention this. So Soul is waiting in the bush. He's not going to be able to jump onto Soul. Potato will chunk him for a bit. He's looking for more. He gets stunned up. And wow, Potato now looking for a kill. Unfortunately, will not get anything. Achilles trying to look for a reengage. As Potato will be the first blood target, but he still lives. Jasmine will secure it with the flicker to the front, and that is Nightmare Esports taking first blood and cutting the wave of EVOS Singapore.
I think that was such a risky play there by EVOS Singapore. I mean, they know how weak Aldous is in the early game, but yet they still tried to take that risk. And in return, they got really punished as he had to go down with 0-1-0.
Yeah, not a good score for Aldous, and I don't think it's a good game plan for Aldous. You need to just stay in the jungle, keep on getting your stacks. You shouldn't be able to... You shouldn't roam until you have enough stacks, because if you roam, you risk dying, and that's exactly what happened to EVOS Singapore. Aldous needs to stop dying, needs to stop roaming, and just completely focus on farming, focus on stacking.
Yeah, you're completely right here. And Turtle has spawned, but it doesn't seem anyone is kind of committing to it just yet. As you can see, sort of a skirmish going down here in the mid turret. But as you can see, Pokemon tries to go in and tries to take down BZY, but she still has the ability to retreat and to escape with her life.
Yeah, BZ actually surviving with 1 HP there right now as EVOS Singapore, they know they have pressure on that bottom side. They're going to go and get a position here. Potato already trying to burst it down, going already a quarter HP. Jasmine goes in onto Girl. Achilles not going to use away the dragon. Aldous has been able to secure that one, but Immobilize goes in. That's going to be Tyrant's Revenge on the 3 members, and that is going to be BZ joining in the fight, going for JPL right now, trying to run away. Jasmine does not have any mana right now as BZ and everyone will be able to get away. It will not be any kills on the board, and the Turtle will go to EVOS Singapore.
Oh, and even in this situation, Pokemon still has a few hits on that gold turret there on bottom. But guys, I really didn't expect such aggressive plays, especially in the early game. I mean, we know Alice is also very dependent on her stacks, and as you saw earlier in the middle, she didn't really have much mana left to, you know, respond to the situation.
For sure, and BZ, he might be caught in a bad situation right now as that is going to be the bouncing ball used, but no, he's still able to get out with that eye for an eye. And right now it's looking very even, only a 300 gold lead, no, 200 gold lead picked up by EVOS Singapore, so it is still very close. It can be anyone's game, but remember, Nightmare, yes to their power spike, much faster than EVOS.
I was kind of blank earlier. Who got Turtle?
Yeah, who got the Turtle? It was EVOS Singapore. Aldous was able to get that. Now Linlix jumping onto Pokemon, and actually Pokemon winning the trade on the Harith. Ling was not able to dish out as much damage as he wanted right there, and Pokemon got the pressure here as 40 seconds on the clock for that Turtle.
Yeah, you're right. 40 seconds on the clock for that turtle. And as you can see, Alice is kind of getting really pushed back by Glue. As you can see, he is cutting the lanes, but I'm not sure if this is a good play because there is some follow-up from Achilles here. And I don't know if he's going to go in. Oh!
Yeah, the kick comes in with the Dragon all the way to Soul, but he still has that split. Even though the turret is targeting him, he takes a lot of damage and he can just jump out right away. Soul will be able to run out of that one as EVO Singapore has rotated to this top side as well.
Yeah, you're completely right here. And 4 minutes, almost 5 minutes in, and we still see very, very careful plays, very disciplined plays by both teams. I think they're all just waiting around for the right moment to get in and pounce in as Turtle is now up.
Oh, but Pokemon, he gets a solo kill onto BZ. This is not supposed to happen. Benedetta should win against this Hereth, especially in the early game, and Pokemon was able to out-kite him, was able to outplay him with this Hereth, with that Zaman Force, Gani.
Exactly, but we can see here right now EVOS having the initiative on this turtle, guys.
Yeah, they do have initiative on this turtle. It looks like Nightmare just cannot compete with this, as right now JPL goes in, he's going to be able to get onto one. Zaman Force has been popped. Aldous will be able to secure the turtle. And now, look at the real world manipulation on the backside. Is able to get everyone down. The positioning is insane as BZ goes in, gets a kill, and it looks like Nightmare will be able to trade back, but EVO Singapore will win in this trade 3-for-1 and the turtle.
Guys, was that worth it or was it not worth it? I mean, 3-for-1 and losing like 3 members on your team.
Yeah, 3-for-1, and they don't even get the turtle, so it was definitely not worth it for the side of Nightmare Esports. Linlix, no, Nightmare Esports, they have to win in the early game, so that was 100% not worth it. But tell me what you can see from the items here, Gani.
We can see Benedetta already securing Brute Force Breastplate, heading towards that Bloodlust Axe here in the first game, but in the second item. But Blue, on the other side, secures that first helmet to just clear waves fast and heading towards Oracle.
Yeah, and look at Eve already building that Ice Queen wand to provide utility for his team with that real world manipulation. And I want to say this, Girl has been positioning very, very well all the way to the backside, right? It was very, very good. Achilles now looking for a kick onto JPL. Will be able to get the way of the Dragon, but Pokemon joins in. Now the damage is huge. Pokemon trying to run away. He's going to be able to dodge Linlix's Tempest of Blaze being used, and he's also going to use the Finch Poise, but he's going to get taken down. Now Soul going on to Soul, the brothers in action right here, but Jasmine will also lose a trade against the Aldous, and this is just disastrous for Nightmare Esports, as they're losing in trades, they're losing in objectives, and there's nothing they can do if this goes to the late game.
Yeah, guys, it doesn't seem like they're doing much as well to shut down that Aldous. I mean, he's just free farming on top there.
Yeah, and BZ now caught in another bad situation, has to use Eye for an Eye. They do not have pressure on any lane right now. EVO Singapore, they are dominating this game with pressure all across the map, but Jasmine now goes on to Potato. Achilles gonna be able to land that Jeet Kundo. Girl gonna follow up with the way the Dragon all the way to Potato. Still too tanky as Potato and Girl will be able to immobilize Jasmine. It looks like Jasmine has nowhere to go. He's gonna get taken down. Achilles tries to save him, but it's not gonna be enough, as that is another 1-for-0 pick. Potato keeps on stacking with this Aldous.
1-for-0, and did you see what happened on the bottom lane? Soul took that last turret, guys.
Yeah, and Soul, he knows Achilles doesn't have the way of the Dragon, so he's just playing super aggressive right now. Achilles will try to go in, but Soul, with the split, is incredibly tanky, incredibly just crazy right now as he tries to jump onto someone, but Soul will be able to zone him away right now. Oh, but the damage comes in, forces him to use the Order of the Chaos. Soul, perhaps will he go for another one? Real world manipulation to the backside will be able to zone them off their own turret, as EVO Singapore will push their lead to a 3,000 gold lead.
Yeah, and secures another turret, but it seems like EVOS Potato is going on that Lynx, trying to secure that kill. And he gets it!
Yeah, Potato uses the Chase Fate all the way from that top side and destroys, almost one-shots this lane, and it is just complete disaster for the side of Nightmare. What can they do at this point, Gani?
Nightmare, they need to basically reset because, well, basically just survive this game. Don't let the lead just, you know, don't let EVA, don't let it snowball. Don't let EVOS take more control.
Look at the damage from Potato. Oh my god, he almost burst that turret with 2 hits, and Pokemon will be able to secure that turret again. It is 4 turrets to 0. Nightmare Esports, they're just completely outclassed right now as they can't get anything done on the map. It was looking pretty good for them in the early game. They were able to get a few picks, but right now, EVO Singapore, they have already a 1-level lead on Potato. This is not supposed to happen. Nightmare has the better early game, like you mentioned, Gani, so this is just complete disaster for Nightmare.
You're completely right. I mean, 9 minutes in, already 4 towers lost. And meanwhile, as you can see, EVOS Singapore is still going strong. But from the items now, Goni, is there anything to analyze here?
From the items, of course, Aldous building that defense itemization. Thunderbelt already secured, and as well has Brute Force Breastplate here, guys.
Yeah, okay. I mean, right now, EVOS Singapore, they already have a 5,000 gold lead almost, as they just are playing in the enemy jungle. This is what you're supposed to do when you have the pressure all across the map. You just play in the enemy jungle. You try to get their creeps. You try to deny them their own gold right now. Pokemon goes in with him on 4. Jasmine gets bursted down. That's a lot of damage. And look at the Time's Revenge. Onto Sosol. He's going to get taken down. That is it for Nightmare Esports. The purple buff will go to the hands of Sol as well. Their jungle is no longer theirs, as BZ will try to run away from JPL. No pressure in any lane for Nightmare Esports. Potato split pushing, EVO Singapore dominating at this point in 10 minutes.
Yeah, you can see that they're really going for those objectives, guys. Even when that team fight ensued in mid there, we can see Aldo's Potato just trying to get that last turret in the top side.
100%, but look at the player goal. This is not supposed to happen. Potato on Pokemon, the late game heroes, the people who are useful in the late game, have gotten this crazy gold lead. 8,000 on Potato, 7,000 on Pokemon. This is crazy.
Seems like that Nightmare Esports, they're just trying to get what they can, going in for that red buff there. But here, Pokemon already trying to, you know, touch on Lord a bit. Maybe they're trying to bait them out, seeing if they can pick off any heroes from Nightmare Esports one by one.
You're right, and EVO Singapore, they're just actually, even with this lead, they're playing a disciplined lead. They're not going for crazy fights. They're actually going to go for this Lord. Potato is caught in the top side. He still has that chase fade, and I don't think anyone can take him down, even with that gauge in there. Potato is just way too tanky. 8,000 gold, all right?
Wow.
8,000 gold. JPL goes in. It's going to be Achilles, though, being the one picked off right here. Tyrant's Revenge Flicker to get in there, and that's going to be a kill picked up. Potato trying to run away, but again, BZ going on to Potato. He's just way too tanky. The stacks is way too much. The damage for Potato jumps in. JPL follows it up. EVO Singapore are all there to support their boys, and there it is. Eye for an eye to run away, but the pressure and everything. Nightmare Esports threw everything to that top side and didn't get a single pick off.
And they didn't even realize that Lord was taken there by the Harith on Pokemon here.
Yeah, and just, oh my god, this is a disaster. 7,000 gold lead. Look at the damage dealt. Potato, who has been building tank items, right, has 38,000.
Yeah, look at the damage dealt, guys. Top 6 teams, all of the 5 members from EVOS SG is in the top 6.
Yeah, we can see that their damage is really lacking. Maybe this is due to the items that aren't yet complete from any of the members, but here we can see that Lord is already pushing that bottom turret, looking to go in, and Aldous here pressuring that top side. It seems like they're very pressured from all 3 lanes, and this is looking like a disaster for Nightmare Esports.
Yeah, again, they don't win in the side lanes, they don't win in the single lanes as well, as EVO Singapore, they're just pushing every single turret. We'll be able to get the inhibitor turret as Lord pushes through. This will be also the base, just completely destroyed here. Inhibitor turret number 2 gets taken down at the top side. The Lord will fall, but it is for 2 inhibitor turrets. Now they go on to Potato, away the dragon, but he's just way too tanky. Look at the follow from Girl all the way to the backside. Soul jumps in. Pokemon as well. It's going to be Winner's Truncheon, but he's going to get taken down as well. It is a double kill secure for Pokemon. BZ trying to make the most out of the situation, but EVO Singapore, they just back away. They go for the turret in the mid lane. BZ does no damage. Final blow will not do anything, as Soul and Co will just be able to run away scratch-free, getting every single objective in the game.
Guys,
no hassle whatsoever.
Potato is still going and still looking for that last pick as they're going to try to take that last turret down. And it is
Game number one. Taken by EVO Singapore. And yeah, I mean, a dominant performance from EVO Singapore. With the Aldous to take the fight, messy, right? I really like that from Nightmare Esports. They're just going for this Yu-Song to make the fight messy, probably even to dive onto the Eve when he does use that ultimate, so that just removing that backline damage, removing that range from the Eve, and that obviously the utility coming in from the Ice Cream Wand, from the Glowing Wand as well, and also the Immobilize from the real-world manipulation right there. But from the drafts, guys, I want to ask you guys for your opinions. Again, for the drafts, Nightmare or EVOS?
I like Nightmare. Oh, wait, sorry. I like EVOS Singapore's draft. I think it's more well-rounded and it makes more sense.
All right, what about you, Gani?
I like EVOS's composition as well for the same reason.
Yeah, I guess this is the first time that we'll have a three-way for the same team because Evo Singapore, they've just been so... I just really like the draft. I like the Kaja pick. I like all the different things that's going to make it mix, that's going to mix and match with each other, and I think they have better chemistry right here as well. So from the draft, I will have to go for Evo Singapore. I think they can execute this properly. For Nightmare, I think they're a little bit off. I think that Utah will not be able to sustain as much as they think it will, even with the help of Angela, because an NOD built from the side of EVOS can just cancel it out with Pager.
You're completely right here, Mirko. I think Nightmare here has a lot to prove, but let's get straight into match number 2, guys.
Yeah, let's get straight into game number 2, as this is going to be EVO Singapore taking on Nightmare ESports. Here we go for the second game. Will EVO's Legends take it to a 2-0, or perhaps Nightmare, with the Harith pick taken away, they might just take this victory.
Yeah, you're completely right here, but as you can see, Kagura already trying to zone out EVOS Legends from taking that wave in the middle. But as you can see here on the top and the bottom side, all things are quite equal, but YZ seems to be zoning out that blue.
Yeah, again, Yutang is the more aggressive laner, and now Pokemon getting chunked down at Chili's, and Soso has rotated here. Pokemon gets taken very low, and no flame shot just yet. But remember, Soso didn't bring the flame shot, he brought the executes.
Which is quite interesting here.
Very interesting. Usually when you see Kaguras, we see the flame shot, we don't really see the execute. But this time around, I think he wants to use that crazy range, he just wants to dash in, get a kill, and just back away.
Yeah, you're completely right. I mean, at this stage, it feels like both junglers are just busy trying to build up that gold, trying to secure their respective gold here. But yeah, not much going on right now, as Turtle will spawn in 38 seconds, under 38 seconds. But we don't see anyone rotating at the moment, so they're playing quite passively.
Yeah, they're playing quite passively right now, and just as predicted, this Benedetta will go to the jungle position as BZ is just completely farming alone. He actually got zoned away from this minion wave, and Angela will come here to help and get the pressure off of him, because that is a lot of pressure, a lot of minion wave, and they're afraid that it will be a gank, but Achilles actually reads that really well. He goes into the bush, but he actually goes and uses his ability first to check if there's anyone in the bush. Well played by Achilles to spot 2 members waiting just there.
You're completely right. He's playing it really safely and really smartly. But as you can see here, Benedetta already trying to make a move on that glue.
Yeah,
And
that was a turtle cam by Razor right there, as the turtle has just spawned, and it's going to be EVO Singapore just instantly starting it out. Nightmare ESports has no idea they're even doing it. There's going to be uncontested for EVO Singapore, and this is where it gets dangerous. Same thing happened in game number 1, but this time Potato is on Yishun Shin.
Again, guys, again, the same thing that I spoke in the earlier game, guys. They really need to start focusing on objectives.
Yeah, you're right. Pokemon just chunks Achilles down. He goes in, but the real manipulation, actually, wrong placement right there as Linux goes into Pokemon. He's going to get taken very, very low. JPL still does not have that Divine Judgment, so he's still able to just run away from that as Potato just continues to free farm while his team goes for these little skirmishes on the map.
I mean, at this stage, in terms of gold, both teams are quite equal. But Ronnie, do you have any analysis on this?
I think personally, Benedetta will be having a hard time to dive in. But oh my God,
yeah,
Mirko,
look at that. Zaman Force being popped now. BZ forced to use that Aegis as Soul goes in onto Pokemon. Very a lot of damage there. Divine Judgment comes in. Potato goes to the backside, gonna be able to get resetted. But look at Linlix with the help of Angela is able to save Soul. An amazing play from Nightmare ESports as they secure first blood. They might even go for Potato as he is alone under the turret right here.
Yeah, Gani, as you were saying earlier?
Oh my God, I think personally Benedetta will be having a hard time to dive in the back line, because there's Lunov, there's also Kaja who can just back up and cover Potato. So I think this is one of the tasks that he needs to figure out to find it effective here.
Yeah, 100% is Linlix actually 1 level behind the Potato, because he's, I guess, yeah, his clear isn't as fast right now with the Benedetta in the jungle. Girl will cancel Jasmine's recall, forces him to use that Black Dragon form to run away, and that is a lot of time bought for that top side, as they will be able to push that lane freely. Look at that, Soul already cutting the minion wave. They're pushing mid as well, so there's nothing much Nightmare can do here in this position. Soul still has that split spread. He's actually going to go up to Achilles, uses the split under the tower. This is crazy. He brings that back, and look at that. The follow-up from JPL. He's going to be able... No! Actually, Soul gets the kill. Linlix tries to look for a trade. Eye4Eye will be able to secure that one, but Divine Judgment comes in. Potato now takes a kill onto him. Jasmine, it's going to be 2 kills picked up for the side of EVO Singapore, and that is a disaster because the turtle is up at the right moment for EVO Singapore right now.
I mean, it looks like this is going to be another uncontested turtle, but no! Angela jumps in on Harith here.
Yeah, they actually managed to zone EVO Singapore away from it, but it's all just to reset it. Is going to be started over again. Yeah, it reset, but it only got to half HP. Potato will be able to secure that one. And Harith, the guy who should just be camping, should be just free farming, isn't doing the right job. He's going to these team fights, and sure, you did buy a little bit of time, but I think the gold would have been much better than a few seconds on the turtle.
Yeah, you're super right here, Miracle. 5 minutes in, and now, previously, there was not much of a gold difference, but now we're at a 2,000 gold difference. Oh my, I mean, Nightmare really needs to think about these plays that they're making. They really need to focus on objectives. I mean, 2 turtles already and 0 objectives taken.
Yeah, EVO Singapore, they're already looking for a play right here. Zoning Nightmare Esports away from the turret. It will be the turret taken away by Potato as he uses the passive to destroy the turret right here. First tier turret will be destroyed here. The first turret in the game by EVO Singapore. And look at this. They're just waiting for Soul to show up. They're actually very, very patient right now. And let's see if that patience will pay off.
As it stands, guys, looking at the gold, of course, EVOS SG has the lead, but you're right, Rachel. Nightmare needs to be careful because sometimes this small lead could lead into a snowball.
Oh! And there you go. That was the patience we were talking about. Pokemon will be able to get that kill on the board as Soul tries to run away, but there's just a lot of damage right now from the side of EVO Singapore, and that Harith has been taken down. The mid side will be taken out as well. Soul pops the split. Girl will be able to secure that kill while Soul brings him back to the team. Jasmine now left all alone to clear this turret, but Linlix at least will be able to trade the turret in the bottom side. Now Jasmine taken again low, but the split is always up. The Black Dragon formed to just get away, just zone Soul away, and Linlix joins in the fight. Soul taken really low right now. They look for an engage on the Soul, gets taken low, but the execute does not quite get him. Potato now looking for a kill on the Jasmine. Easy kill picked up, a killing spree, and Linlix jumps in onto a 1v4. He still is able to get out with the help of the hard guard and the final blow, but again, there's nothing they did there in the team fight. EVO Singapore was able to get another 2-for-0 trade right as Turtle spawns.
I mean, I was just about to say, like, well done on Nightmare for getting that lower turret, but it wasn't worth it. And now another turtle has been secured, and they're yet again behind on objectives. But Ronnie, the item builds are up. Tell me what's up.
Benedetta with that Bloodlust Axe, he just secured that. Meanwhile, Yi Sun-shin is immediately building towards that BOD.
Again, look at JPL just looking for these crazy picks, waiting in the bush everywhere. He's always at the right time to go for these crazy picks, and that was just impressive by JPL. The patience on this man to use that ultimate, but the final blow being used to clear the minion wave will be able to save that minion wave from getting taken down. But again, all these picks will amount to a lot once it goes to the late game. There's already a 5,000 goal lead right now for EVO Singapore. It will be pushed to almost a 6,000 right now, Gani.
Yeah, like I said earlier, this Benedetta will have a hard time to find pickoffs, to enter the fight, to enter the backline, and it's shown. I mean, he has 0 impact up until now.
Yeah, Nightmare Esports. And look at the level of this Yutong. He is 2 levels behind a Soul. This is just not what they were expecting from this Yutong. They wanted him to be the front line, but with that lead, there's just nothing they can do. Even if he jumps into the backside, right? This is what Soul likes to do. There's just no damage. Look at Soul. He's just able to zone everyone away in a solo 1v5.
It's going to be a crazy match here we're expecting from EVOS. I mean, another turret gone and dusted by EVOS Singapore here. I mean, they're putting up such an aggressive fight like we saw in game number 1. And again, a Nightmare Esports still has no answer for it.
Yeah, no answer whatsoever. It is already a 6,000 gold lead. They're trying to clear this, but JPL, look at him waiting inside the bush, waiting for Linlix to show up. Flickers inside, gets the pick, and
Wow.
it is
Oh my
over.
God.
Linlix gets taken down, and everyone in Nightmare just scrambling around as that turret will be the target by EVO Singapore. They're pushing every single side lane, and as well, they're taking every single jungle creep. So right now, Nightmare, even under their turret, they're still not able to do anything.
Yeah, you're completely right. We can feel the pressure. We can feel that damage coming from EVOS Singapore here. And we can see the creep already approaching that turret. And I think Girl will secure it. And they're already on their way to that Lord.
Yeah, again, such good timing from EVO Singapore. They managed to get picks every time in the right moment. They used the flicker, but it's not for nothing. The Lord will be the target right now as Potato just bursts through this first Lord. It's not even the enhanced Lord, as it's just 9 minutes in. It will be taken down in a matter of seconds right there. And EVOs, they're pushing everything. Potato already level 14 right now, 2-level lead.
Wow, wow, wow. But yeah, Yi Sun-shin just secured his endless battle. Of course, the OD already done as well. Meanwhile, Benedetta is still struggling. He's somewhat forced, I guess, to build that brute force breastplate right now.
I don't know. At this point, look at the items.
Yeah.
The NOD being done by the Yi Frost Queen 1 as well, and the brute force just to
Two behind right now.
deny a lot of damage coming from the Yutong and the people who can dive to the backside. And
Yeah.
even with the Angela, it feels like Nightmare Esports just wasn't able to do anything in this game. They just completely got outclassed
Outclassed.
here. And look at that, the
Oh my
final blow, but it just
God.
doesn't matter. The Divine Judgment is there. Jasmine goes in to make the team fight messy, but he just gets bursted down. The mid lane turret will fall down. Soul will go in with a split, zoning everyone away once again. Turret in the bottom side will be taken down as well. And this is just EVO Singapore controlling the game all the
Oh
way
my
from
God.
the early game. Look at the damage. Soul will be taken down. A mega kill secured. Jasmine is the target.
This is it, guys.
Pokemon jumps in way too aggressive. Busy now in a 1v4, actually dealing so much damage to the players in EVO Singapore. Jasmine jumps inside again. Potato gets a kill. Busy is just shut down just like that. He's looking for a triple kill. He's looking for a maniac. Linlix will not give him that satisfaction as he will be able to take that kill down. Final blow being used to clear the mini wave. That EVO Singapore, they don't need the wave. They're just going to simply push another one. Linlix gets taken low. He tries to go in onto Girl, but there's just so much damage on EVO Singapore.
Guys, I really thought that they could end it at this stage. Oh, but Girl comes in and takes on... Oh my God,
One for
guys.
one right
One
there.
for one right there. What a play. Also, good defense by Nightmare Esports.
Yeah, well played by BZ. He was actually able to go in 1v4 with the help of Angela and zone them away, deal a lot of damage where when Linux came out, when So came out, they were actually able to get some picks on the board. They were able to clear the minion waves. But right now, EVO Singapore, they're still sitting at a 7,000 gold lead. Not much they can do for Nightmare Esports unless they can take it all the way to like the 16th minute mark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're completely right here. I mean, we're still waiting on maybe a sliver of hope for Nightmare Esports to take a pick, because it seems like even earlier when they were under that last turret, it seems like EVOS Singapore was so ready to end the game that they were kind of, you know, messy.
Look at Potato. He is level 15 at 12
10,000
minutes. He
gold.
is one-shotting that orange buff.
Yeah.
I want to see the items on this guy. All right, he probably has Endless Battle already done.
Already.
The OD,
Full, I
probably
think.
even Male Figure Roar to
Almost
just
full.
put in the salt on the wound right
Ooh.
here. EVO Singapore, again, playing it very disciplinedly. They're playing all the single side lanes right here. Soul, there's nothing they can do to the side laners.
Yeah.
Benedetta can't kill Soul. No, not just Benedetta. The whole team of Nightmare Esports combined cannot kill Soul with a split.
Yeah, they're playing it really safely here. I mean, EVOS just trying to push their waves, and I think they're kind of buying time to take that Lord, who will spawn in under 50 seconds now.
You're absolutely right. And now it's 15 to 6, 44,000 gold for EVO Singapore. It is 9 turrets to 1. In the first game, they didn't drop a single turret, but this time, Divine Judgment being used onto PZ. The burst is just there. He gets taken down like that. Look at the Winter's Truncheon placed perfectly as Linux will be able to get a secure kill, but JPL is still there with Girl. Potato is still alive. Jasmine is going to
Oh
be
my
taken
God.
down just like that. Linux waiting in the bush, but it's not going to account for anything right now.
He wants to
As
end
they're
this
just
game.
going to focus in the game. Potato looks for more kills on the board, but the minions are there. It looks like EVO Singapore will
Guys.
take game number 2 with a dominant fashion once again. Girl will give a kill straight onto there, and Potato
Oh my
will
God.
end the game. It is 2-0 for the Singaporean first seed.
Well played here by EVOS Singapore. Even from the home match, Game 1 and Game 2, they showed their dominance.
Beautiful.